Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Great Awakening 2025. I am the founder, Sonya of Empowered Sovereign, and this is the sixth session, A Creative NAR. Now, beautiful ones, as I am feeling, as always, this beautiful present moment where all of us are becoming more aware of our authentic selves. We are allowing all parts of ourselves to come through today. Yes, beautiful ones. It is what is the word that I am searching for? Because this space that I am in right now, it is difficult to find the correct words for what I am feeling. As a matter of fact, I feel most of the time that there are no words to express the feeling of when you are aligned and you are allowing your heart to guide you in this present moment. There's no words. It really is no words. You have to be present, as I always say, in that present moment where it's unscripted. It is in that moment, if you allow yourself to be present, then you will experience something that you have never experienced before. Yeah. When we can make the space to be as much as we can our true authentic self in the now moment, it is the most incredible, well worth it experience. Yeah. And this is freedom. There's no trying to fit in, there's no trying to be something. No, you are being your true essence. I'm still trying to search for words, but as I said, at times there are no words to express, especially when you are in the present now moment. Yes, so thank you for attending the Great Awakening 2025. As I have been sharing for the last 2+ years, that humanity has always been on a evolutionary path, but this year is massive transformation. It is transforming us from the inside out. It is helping us to let go of everything. Yes, let it go. Now, when I say let it go, most may not completely understand when I say let it go. You may be thinking superficial things to let go of, but no, I mean everything. I mean diving deeply within your core and letting go of some of the things, or not some, all of the things that you are still resisting or fighting, but only you know that. Only you know it. Only you know what to let go of. Yes, only you know. Yeah. But as we key in to ourselves more, we are learning to understand ourselves, to understand that you encompass the whole. And at times you may be confused. Yeah, you may be confused. And the only reason why you may be confused is because of the spell. Yes, dear ones, this spell of conditioning that all of us have, we have been exposed to these conditionings to function, to move, to act, to communicate, just to do everything that we have been doing. Yet, we didn't know that this was a simulated reality. We didn't know that these conditionings was stripping us from the true essence that creates, that expresses, and that has no bounds. Yes, we did not know that because we come in this stage of life, which is also a school. We come in with a childlike mentality because we are, in essence, the children of the earth. Yes. So we come in as children and we are learning every single day, every single moment. Yeah, really, every single moment we are being faced with decisions to make. And those decisions, dear ones, relate to us staying a certain way or rising above those conditions. And guess what? And this includes myself. Most of us, the collective, we stay. We stay because it's familiar. It's familiar. And at that moment in time, we think that that's the right thing to do because that's all that we know, or at least that's all that we think we know, right? Until one day something sparks within your heart and you begin to see other pathways. You begin to see the veil open or lift for you because you've been repeating, yeah, over and over and over and over again. And that's how I recognized I was in my 20s and I was recognizing a lot of things that I was repeating and a lot of things that I was doing. And I would question myself like, why am I rushing? And why do I feel like I have to be at every event? Yeah, I felt like I couldn't miss any event. If I missed an event, then, like that was the worst thing for me. Yeah, I thought that. And I just kept moving. I did. I kept moving. I felt like I was chasing people. And then my divine God essence pointed it out to me, telling me I didn't have to be chasing people, running behind people. Right. Yeah. Yes. And I stopped. I stopped right then and there, chasing people, running behind people. Yeah, my divine God self was showing me that the people in my life were people that I put in my life. And if they were true friends, then those people would extend back to me. See what I'm saying? And most of them did not. Most did not. There was maybe honestly two people, yes, but most did not extend back. So that for me was an eye opener. Yeah. It showed me that I was reaching outside of myself for many things. Yeah, I was. I was reaching outside. And my divine God essence pointed it out to me so I can be aware. Yes, aware, dear ones. So I became aware. This was in my 20s, and I stopped it. I stopped. I stopped running behind people. Yeah, I did. I stopped that. And I'm glad I did because it helped me to see more than I did before. Because when you are busy, dear ones, when you're constantly moving, you miss a lot of things in life. And you do not see yourself because, as I said, you're constantly moving, you're constantly chasing and running. Yeah, running. That was me. I was running to nowhere. Yeah. So I asked the question to you. Are you running? Are you chasing right now? And if you are, what are you chasing? What are you running after and why? Yeah, get yourself the journal. Every one of these sessions, always have a journal and a pen or jot it down on your computer or your iPhone or your Android. Jot it down because these are the questions that all of us need to ask. Because when we do ask, guess what? We're going to get the answer. Yes, we're going to get the answer and we're going to figure out, okay, why you do the things that you do. Why do you say the things that you say? And why don't you say certain things? Yeah. So these questions are necessary for our growth, for our expansion of ourselves in this new era. In this new era, we are learning to grow. We're learning to love. We're learning to see. I mean, really see. Because I can just share with you, there was a point in my life I was in a relationship with somebody and I did not want to see certain things. So, guess what I did? I pretended to not see certain things. Yeah, I would deny myself. So, of course, right now, I'm not denying myself. But back then, when I was denying myself by refusing to see certain things, that means you're denying an experience that is presenting itself to you so you can learn. But if you deny seeing it, that means you're denying that experience and you can't learn. You can't grow because you don't want to see it. Yes, yes, yeah. I did this for quite some time, so I did not want to see painful things, and it could be movies and what else? Just things in my life. I did not want to see it. So if you are experiencing that now or have experienced it, then I'm letting you know that we have to face these things that we do not want to see. Because when we do, we're healing ourselves. This is the reason why we are experiencing it. We're not experiencing it for like a bad thing. No, we're experiencing it so we can grow. Yes, yes, that's what we're doing. So, as I said, you can journal this. If you can recall any moments in your life where you were denying yourself, you didn't want to see certain things about yourself, that experience that you are in or were in, write it down, jot it down. Why? Why am I denying this experience? Why? And what is it that I don't want to see? Okay? Yeah. This is what we have to do. Okay? And as I said, I did this for a very long time. Yeah, I did. I did it for a very long time. I recall, yeah, certain movies I didn't want to see. But I do have the right to not want to see it, but always everything that is presented to us is to help grow us and teach us. Even when you think it's not, it is. Okay? So jot it down because this is a part of this great awakening because we are accepting all parts of ourselves. This is how we rise up. This is how we see ourselves. This is how we love ourselves. This is how we perceive the world in a different light. Yeah. So write it down. Okay? Don't hide. Don't deny. Don't close your eyes. Because what did I say? Everything is meant for you to grow from. Yes, just look at it as the things that you do not want to experience. Those experiences are the ones that will grow you. So that should be something very easy for you. Yeah, that should be something very easy for you. The things that you do not want to see or experience are the ones that will catapult you to the next level. Yeah, yeah. So I just want to share that also that, and I know I have shared this before, that every single thing, every single person, every experience that you witness, that you see, and that you experience is meant to grow you. Remember that. It's meant to grow you. It's meant to shape you. It's meant to create a foundation so you can always be aware of who you are. And this is why the Great Awakening 2025 is helping every man, woman, and child to rise up. Yes, to rise. Because we are in a phase where we are creating the realities that we want in our lives. Yes. And it starts with us first. We have to love ourselves, see ourselves, and know who we are. We have to do that for ourselves. It's a part of the life journey. So if you continue to backpedal and stay in old paradigms that do not serve your current reality, then guess what? You're going to have difficulty. You're going to be out of the new loop and continue to loop in the old loop where everybody is just being repetitive. They're being automatic. They're not following their heart. Yeah, this is what that is all about. So we are maturing and learning. And as always, we have the choice. You have the choice. You can stay in the old paradigm. Yeah, you most certainly can. You most certainly can stay in the old paradigm. But I'm just letting you know, for those who want to walk a different path, who wants to make changes for the better and align to your purpose in life, then I'm letting you know, all of us, we have to abandon that old paradigm because really it doesn't even make sense. The old paradigm takes you back to old ways of seeing yourself and old realities that does not serve the new version, the new version of who you are. It does not serve the new version of who you are. No, it doesn't. We can no longer play small. Yeah, I want to highlight that. Make sure you write this too in your journal. And I hope you are journaling if you are serious about your own evolution. I hope you are, because this whole life journey has been about you, not about me, about you, your life journey, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you see yourself, the people in your life, the work that you do, the food that you eat. Okay? Your conversations with yourself. What are the conversations with yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Because we all talk to ourselves. Yeah, a lot of people don't think that they talk to themselves, but you do. Every one of us do, because we have a divine God essence that is witnessing, that is observing you your whole entire life. Did you know that? I'm just putting it out there because maybe some people don't know that. And if you didn't know that, I'm shining some light on that right now. So, yes, you've been talking to yourself your entire life, and you've been talking to your divine God essence, that part of you that is all seeing and all knowing. It's the universal you. This is why your God essence knows everything about you, because it is you. It is you. And what is so mystical and intriguing and just, I like to say, what's the word I like to say? I like to say a lot of words. Fantastic, fascinating, that's the word, fascinating, is that your divine God essence sees you through your mind's eye. Your mind's eye is the real eye. It's the eye that sees everything. And I'm talking about both eyes, the letter I and the spiritual mind's eye that sees everything. Okay? So write that down in your notes as well. I know this is new for some people because of the spell of conditioning. Most of us do not know what I'm talking about. You know a little bit, you know little bits and pieces. But as I said, because we've been conditioned to not know, this is the whole thing. We've been conditioned not to know what I just said. Because if we knew what I just said from the very beginning, game over. Okay? You wouldn't be doubting yourself. You wouldn't be running and searching outside of yourself for love, for relationships, for that job, for everything. Everything that you've been searching outside of yourself. You wouldn't have been doing that. None of us would, because we would have known from the very jump, with the very start, that everything is within us. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Great Awakening 2025. Get your journal, your pen, as I said, and write these notes down. And as I said, it has always been about you. But because of that spell that we all been under, we never knew who we were. We knew parts. And it's like a puzzle. So it's like we have to put the pieces of the puzzle of ourselves in order so we can understand ourselves. So, because we've been running and searching outside of ourselves our entire lives, then it's like those conditions now have taken over, and that's all we know. Yeah. So, for some, it will be difficult to break free from those conditionings, but our power is beyond measure and can dismantle, okay, anything. Yes, that's how powerful we are. So write that down as well. Okay, write it down. And also, some people don't like affirmations. No, that's okay if you don't, but I'm here to share with you. Affirmations are another tool that you can use because it helps you to align yourself with you. It helps you to keep those words alive. And then from those words, you can take action. Yeah. So, as I said, some people don't like affirmations and they knock them, saying, oh, they don't work. But no, they're a part of this life journey of you aligning to you, helping you stay in a vibration that is you, that is more aligned to your true self. So, affirmations are very necessary. They're a part of all of this because they're words. And when you mean these words from your heart, it has value, it has worth. Yeah. And it's true to you. So, what is true to you? Write down the words that are true to you. Okay? Let's uplift ourselves. Let's not tear ourselves down anymore. Oh, please. The collective is known for that. The collective is masters of tearing ourselves down. We are now lifting ourselves up in this new era. In this great awakening, we are lifting ourselves, not lowering or tearing ourselves down. Okay? Everything is about up leveling, everything is about rising and elevating, unless you want to stay. You want to stay in a place where you don't rise, where you don't elevate, where you don't uplift. Yeah, if you want to stay there, of course you can stay there. But the Great Awakening is about elevating. Yeah, that's what it's about. So, as I said, we are no longer playing small because we have never been small. No, it has been that spell that all of us have been under that made us think that we were small or make us think that we want to be small and we want to be invisible. Like, seriously, why would we want to be invisible and small? Hmm? Is it because our true essence is invisible? Hmm? Maybe. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, our true essence is invisible, but we are in a vessel, a body, where we get to experience this life journey as, one portion of us as a human being, okay? But we're more than the human being aspect, too, right? Right? We are an energetic force that is infinite. So I can understand, I really can. I can understand some of the collective. They will stay away from everything I'm saying. Yeah, they would. They would look at it as, oh, you're opening up a door that you shouldn't open. Yeah, I'm picking this up. Some of the collective is saying that you're opening a door that you should not have opened because now you are going to see things that you don't want to see. So what is that telling you when I say that? That's the spell. The spell would tell you that. The spell would tell you to stay safe and secure and be comfortable. Now, from what I am seeing, that's the trap. Yeah, a trap, dear ones. It's the trap because if you are the universe, okay? Think about it now. Just saying that is very expansive. If you are the universe, which you are, why wouldn't you want to open the door to something that's going to elevate you even more, that you're going to learn more about yourself? Why wouldn't you want to learn more who you are completely? Why? You see what I'm saying? So, yes, there will be people that will flat out say no. And that will flat out say, oh, look at her, she's not following the ways that we all have learned. You see what I'm saying? That's because they're entrenched in that spell. Yeah, I know, because I've been in it too. We all have. But there comes a point, and this point is happening right now, that we have to rise. We have to elevate. We have to use our own mind. Yes, and we cannot continue to exist, experience, and operate under old paradigms that do not make sense. Yeah, think about it, man. You don't have to think about it too long. But if you can go back in time and look at how the mentality was and tell me you want to continue on those old ways of mentality, then I feel like you're kidding yourself. You're lying to yourself. And some people might not even know that they're lying to themselves. Because what did I say? They're in that spell of conditioning. And because of that, that's the only way they see. Only way they see. And there may be one like percent of them that says, maybe I should look into this. But because They're so entrenched in it. They want to just continue, what did I say? To stay safe, stay in the comfort zone. Yeah, stay what they already know. And guess what, dear ones? Whoever decides to do that, it's okay. That means that that's where you need to be right now. So that means in your next lifetime, you're going to have to experience where you just left off in this life. That's how it works. Because as I like to share, and I'm borrowing this phrase from a beautiful soul who says it quite frequently, and I love it. And now I'm saying it. This is not your first rodeo, okay? Let's make that clear. This is not your first rodeo. You have been here many, many times, okay? This is why we're here, so we can experience the gift of life. Yes, it's a gift. It is a beautiful gift. So when you and I and everyone else can key into what we truly are, then guess what? We can experience heaven on earth. We can experience this beautiful life because we know who we are. We can experience it in a way that is pleasing, that's in harmony, and that brings us peace because we are peace, we are harmony, we are easy. Yes, we are. So there's many ways to get to your true authentic self. Yes, there's many ways. Yet we are not playing small, right? We're not shrinking, and we are in this new era allowing ourselves to rise. Yes, rise like the beautiful sun that rises every morning for us. Yes, for us, dear ones. Every life form, the sun rises. So we get to experience from that day a new beginning. As a matter of fact, every day is a new beginning. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, dear ones, this great awakening is helping you to get out your own way. Yes, get out of your way. See the grand scheme in life, the grand scheme that leads you to your destiny because the stars are aligned for you. All right, beautiful ones. Until the next session, let light, let love, and may my infinite love shine divinely to you. Take care.